Hey, welcome to the show, live from Dennis's house, the world's only record review, comedy, live musical performance show in the entire world. Today we're going to be having the St. Patrick's Extravaganza show, and my guests are going to be Larry and Corey, Larry Fix and Corey Muller. And we got a whole peanut gallery way in the back over there, and we are doing the DropKick Murphys. Oh my God, where's the album? Who's in charge of the album? Larry, you're in charge of the album. Hold it. Hold it so we can see it, though. This is DropKick Murphys, live from Fenway Park. As you can hear, right there. All right. Let's put it on hold for a second. So, we got a lot to cover today. We're going to be doing a live performance of the Irish Washerwoman with, as you can see, we're all dressed in our Irish gear today. I have my Irish hat on. The Corey just screwed up on me. And what else you got to say, Larry?
Do you want to explain why nobody's smelling this album?
Oh yeah, this is actually a brand new album that I actually bought because Dropkick Murphys came out in the late '90s, and I don't have any vintage Dropkick Murphy albums, so I had to go get this one. It seemed like a good fit live at Fenway. They are an Irish punk band from Boston, so I thought it would be a good fit. And I want to get right into this. I want to have my guests included in this and everybody open for discussion. The St. Patrick's Day show, so we need to finally have an answer for this. Why do Irish people love to drink so much? Has there ever been a study on this? Does anybody know the answer to this? Corey?
Nothing else to do in Ireland.
So everything's backwards. That I heard some differing opinions. One is that it's for the dreary weather over there and different things like that. But does anyone have any opinions here? Corey, you're 100% Irish. You have any? Are you 100% Irish, by the way?
No.
Oh, I thought you were. What are you doing here then?
Muller.
That sounds Irish to me.
It does.
Yeah, that's not Irish?
No.
What is that?
It's German.
Oh, all right. Well, Corey, go sit over there then. Kelly, can you come up front? Kelly, you're pretty much Irish, right? 100%?
Yes.
All right. So.
Scottish and Irish.
Oh, see, we need 100%. I'm only half Irish, and I drank so much it almost killed me because I was only 50%. If I was 100% Irish, I'd be dead for sure. No question about that. But does anyone know any Irish people that don't drink? By the way, I want to get into that. Larry, Corey, anybody?
I don't drink.
Now, after that court order. Well, actually, I do know someone that rarely drank. I'll say that. How about my sainted Irish grandmother, May Mandaro? You may say to yourself, well, that sounds Italian, but her maiden name was May Maroney, and
Even more Italian.
no, that was an Irish name. She was 100% Irish. It's not like it's EY at the end. So it's an Irish name.
Some of my friends in Ireland took the pledge not to drink.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Some of them don't.
You actually have friends in Ireland?
Yes.
Wow. Can we call them?
Call-in show now.
Yes. So,
Fitzpatrick and...
Michael Fitzpatrick and Patrick Fitzmichael?
Orna Fitzpatrick.
So anyway, let me get back to my grandmother now. That she was May Maroney. She raised 4 children all on her own. It was a very scandalous story for back then, Larry. That she married an Italian guy, and he up and left her with 4 children. And I didn't even know this till I was like grown. And she had to, and no one ever spoke of his name. I was like, shouldn't I have a grandfather? Whatever happened to that? Where'd that come from? And no one ever spoke of him, and that is why she ended up hating Italian people after that. And my father was Italian, so she would always fight with my father. Just for the hell of it. My father would mess with her just
So I guess
for
it was your
laughs.
grandmother on your mother's side.
Right, yes.
Did she hate you because you're Italian?
No, I was my grandmother's favorite, of course, because I was the youngest. So, so she raised 4 children all on her own. She worked as a waitress at a little luncheonette called Bickford's on Jamaica Avenue in Queens. Larry, have you ever been there? I hear they have really good rice pudding. It's been closed for like 40 years, but I never actually went myself, but I hear it was really good. So anyway, she never we'd go out for dinner. My grandmother would never drink except like when we went out to a restaurant or something, and it was always a 25-minute ordeal because the waitress would say, "Hey, what can I get for you?" And then she would always ask my mother's opinion what she should get. She's like, "Oh, Marion, what are you gonna get? I'm gonna get whatever you're gonna get." So my mother had 2 drinks. She had a whiskey sour or a black Russian. And my grandmother would only drink whiskey sour. So if my mom was ordering a black Russian that night, it would throw my grandmother into a tailspin and she wouldn't know what to do. So invariably she would get 1 whiskey sour and that would be the end of it. So she actually does drink. So that is the end of my story, Larry. I still don't know anyone who doesn't drink. So, well, anyway.
I do. They're in the program. They're in the program.
Yeah. So, and I think it might be a common thing that Italian people don't like Irish people, because Caroline was like, "What's with all this Irish stuff? What are you doing?"
Nobody likes Irish people. Don't you get it?
I don't know. Well, anyway.
Well, why does everybody want to be Irish?
Exactly. Everybody wants to be Irish on St. Patrick's Day. Like you said before, nobody wants to be Italian on Christopher Columbus Day or Latvian on whatever day, Larry. Larry's Latvian, by the way.
Everybody loves to drink. That's why they want to be Irish.
Kelly O'Keefe wants to be Irish on St. Patrick's Day.
Yes. So, Corey, you have some like crazy rituals for St. Patrick's Day, I'm understanding.
I don't eat corned beef and cabbage on St. Patrick's Day.
That's the only ritual.
It's the beginning of it.
And what else?
I call my aunt Margaret because it's her birthday on St. Patrick's Day.
All right.
Yeah.
That's it? Those are your big rituals?
She's white Irish.
Oh, okay. All right, well, let's listen to some Dropkick Murphys now. So, here we go, Larry. So, Larry, as I was saying, you are Latvian, correct?
No, not correct. Hungarian.
Move in. We're not going to be able to hear you.
That's okay. Hungarian, I'm Hungarian.
Is that true?
It's true. My father was born in Hungary.
Wow. And
goulash, right?
from what I recall, was he on our side during World War II, or was there some controversy during this that we don't want to get into right now?
It's a long story. But I will say he did go to Korea in the United States Army.
Oh, okay. As punishment?
I guess so.
So anyway, I picked the Dropkick Murphys today because obviously it's St. Patrick's Day, St. Patrick's Extravaganza. Oh, I didn't even say. Later on, I mentioned we're going to be playing old Irish folk song, Irish Washerwoman. And then we're going to be playing with a bagpipe and drum band, whatever you want to call them. Maybe just one of each, but I'm not sure yet. We're going to be playing Dropkick Murphys' version of Amazing Grace with them. And, hey, don't do that. You're skipping the album. Whoever's back.
Hey, hold on. Do you have Irish handcuffs? That means you got to put your drink down so you can clap.
Oh, okay, thank you. Let me just take one sip first. Hurry up. Hurry up.
Uh-oh, she needs to sit first. She needs to get her Irish on.
Yeah, man, I got it all. Oh, that actually tastes pretty good.
Hanging over there.
You ain't Irish, dude.
What?
Because.
Why?
Don't worry about that.
So, what? So Does anyone know anything about St. Patrick?
Drove the snakes out of Ireland.
Is that true? Because
Absolutely.
I was looking this up, and it turns out there may have never been snakes in Ireland. That some scientists did research on it, and there was never any snakes in there. It's a scientific fact. So.
A bunch of Italians.
The Italian scientists.
Or that's what I heard.
St. Patrick got rid of them.
Right.
St. Patrick drove the Italians out of Ireland, I heard, is what
He
happened.
didn't drive them far enough.
Wow, this show's getting out of control. Yeah.
Glad I'm Hungarian.
So does anybody know anything about Dropkick Murphys? They are this Irish punk band from Boston. And here we go, Larry. I'm letting go another of my hang-ups right here on live television. That, you know, I tell you, as I'm getting older, I'm gradually getting rid of all my hang-ups and my idiosyncrasies. And this is another one. That being a huge Yankee fan and the rivalry between the Yankees and the Red Sox, you know that the Red Sox and Boston in general are my most hated enemies. But I'm letting it all go. You're hearing it live on television right now. That I don't care about that anymore. It's childish, Larry. That baseball players, they just care about the money now, and nobody cares about the rivalry except me, so I'm letting it go, and I'm embracing Boston. I've actually been to Boston, and it's a very nice city. Have you ever been there?
Yeah, it's a beautiful city, but you're still supposed to hate the Red Sox.
You know, the players change every single year, so, you know.
It's the franchise.
I can't,
Especially now that they're winning all these World Series, we can't.
Yeah, well, what are you gonna do? You gotta embrace, Larry. This show's all about love
About
here.
love.
The show's about bringing people together, not driving people apart.
So you're going to wear a Boston's Red Sox hat next week on your show?
Never.
There you go.
I just
That's you letting stuff go, huh? There you go.
you gotta take baby steps. I'm not gonna love the Boston Red
Gotta crawl
Sox.
before you can walk, huh?
I'm just not gonna hate the Boston Red Sox. I will love the Yankees, and I'll be all right with the Red Sox. So.
I don't see how that's possible.
So, anyway, Lent has already started, Larry. Have you given anything up for Lent?
I have, actually, yeah.
What's that?
Desserts.
Wow.
Except of course for Sundays. I don't mean ice cream Sundays, I mean on Sunday.
Yeah, you get
On Sunday, you're allowed to have
Okay,
something?
Sunday you
Yes,
get
yes,
off.
because Sundays are actually not a part of Lent.
Oh.
Ooh.
How long do you think you keep this from me, Corey? I've been suffering every Sunday since Lent started now. I have given up all sugar and white flour for Lent,
Get out.
which I do every year. No, I do. It's very good. Very healthy. You lose good 20 pounds. No problem. In the blink of an eye. What about you, Corey? Did you give up? All right, Larry, you were going to say something?
I was going to
Sorry?
say, and you gain spiritual rewards.
Yes, that too.
Amen, Larry.
Corey, what'd you give up for Lent?
Shaving.
Your underarms?
You're both.
All right, what about you girls back there? Michelle and Kelly and Mary Ann.
I can't be part of this. Red wine, but not alcohol.
Ah. Mary Ann?
I'm doing something good as opposed to giving up.
What does that mean?
I'm doing Bible study every day.
You're doing Bible study every day instead of giving something up?
Si, senor.
Did you used to do Bible study every day? Or?
No, I did not.
All right, I guess that counts. That just leaves you, Michelle, in the middle.
Oh,
You didn't give up anything, did you, you heathen?
yeah, yeah.
That means no.
The self-professed heathen.
I'm a heathen.
All right.
I'm a heathen, I did it.
Let's play a little more Dropkick Murphys. Corey, did you know that they... Oh, hold on.
Let's come every Sunday. We want to come every Sunday.
All right, this is the song we were originally going to do. That... listen, I'm talking about Boston Red Sox on my show right now. This is it. This is the song we were originally going to do, but the bagpiper didn't know this song, and they're in the middle of all their parades and all that stuff, so they didn't have time. This is my favorite Dropkick Murphy song. Now, let's all sing along with this when it comes in. You guys know the lyrics back there? Just
No.
follow me.
Do you have them written somewhere?
Yeah, actually I do.
All right, I'll sing.
Just sing the chorus. What'd you do with them, Larry?
Something for you.
This ain't it. What happened to him? Oh, here it is. Here, hand it to them back there.
Oh, yeah.
We're gonna sing one chorus.
It has ADA notes.
Those are the guitar chords if you want to play along.
I know how to play piano.
But
I
let's just sing one chorus when it gets to it. You ready?
I don't know the words either.
Yeah, you do. Follow me.
Okay.
Kiss me on shit
Use that language.
face. Here it comes, everybody. So kiss me on shit face. I'm soiled and brown in the trousers. She kissed me all year and round. All right.
That was great.
Yeah. So
That
we
was
all
fair.
we
That
all
was
sang.
funny. That was really funny.
Yeah. So all right. That's enough of that.
Oh, wait a minute. You're
What?
recording, are you?
Yes, we are recording. Did anyone ever go to a St. Patrick's Day parade?
Every year but this year.
Larry, did you ever go?
Still
I've
St. Patrick's
been
Day.
to one or two.
Yeah, I used to go as a child. I used to go. We used to. I guess I can say this now. I used to cut school. That the statute of limitations has run out now. I guess I can say this, Larry. My parents and my grandmother are all dead, so I guess it's safe to say it, right?
Go on your permanent record.
You know, I got a copy of my permanent record recently. I ordered it from Washington,
Secret
D.C.
probation.
I ordered it from Washington, D.C., and it really does have everything you ever did on it. And it's like this time in second grade that I stole a pencil from Wilhelm Mars. And
Wilhelm?
I swear to God, there was this kid in my elementary class. His name was Wilhelm Mars.
Wow.
Yeah, and one time I chipped Scott Buchan's tooth, and there it was, right on my permanent record. So you too can, through the Freedom of Information Act, you too can request a copy of your permanent record.
Wow, I didn't
So.
think we really had a permanent record.
Yeah, it really is a permanent
Yeah.
record, huh?
That's scary.
All right. Well, I am kind of making that up, but wouldn't that be awesome if we could go back and look through every permanent record we ever had? So yeah. So yeah, I used to every St. Patrick's Day. The New York City parade was actually on St. Patrick's Day, and I remember cutting school and going down into the city, taking the subway in there, and it would be the most crazy, wildest thing. Every wild teenager in the whole state was, probably New Jersey too. Maybe you were there, I don't know. But every crazed teenager was there, and you know, anything goes. You could run wild in the streets, and all the teenagers congregated in Central Park. And this one year, I remember, it turned into a riot for some reason, and the cops on horseback came. And this I'm not making up. This is a true story.
Yeah,
Cops on horseback came, and they were trampling people, and beating them with their nightsticks and stuff. And I forget. I don't.
Where was this?
This was in the 80s, or in the late 70s, sometime like that. Say 1980. And it was right at, oh no, it could have been late 70s, whatever. But anyway, after that, they started cracking down, and now you can't have any fun of the parade. You just actually have to sit there and watch the parade and wave to people
That's why I
walking
have to
down
go
the
to
street.
Boston for their parade.
Yeah. Is it better than...
Absolutely.
Wow, I could imagine. Yeah.
They dye the river green. Whatever.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Irish people love a parade. There's 3 things Irish people love. Name them.
Ireland.
Family.
A parade.
Men in kilts.
No. It's a parade, drinking, and fighting. Those are the 3 top things. The rest come after that. So we're not bashing Irish people, by the way. I'm 50% Irish, so I guess I'm allowed to say all this too. Right? So we're gonna get to news soon, Larry, but I think we should listen to some more.
Okay.
I got some good news stories for today. Did you know that they're gonna be playing an AC/DC song coming up soon?
Are they?
Yeah. I don't know much about the Dropkick Murphys. Actually, do you know how they got the name of the band?
Playing football?
No. That there was a famous wrestler back in the day named Murphy, something Murphy, and of course he was famous for the dropkick. So he was known as Dropkick Murphy. So that's how they got the
Did not
name.
know that.
And he then became, because he was Irish, so he liked to drink, so he opened up a sanitarium for drunks, and it was like one of the first sanitariums ever in Boston. That I did not make up either. Yes. Listen, here we go. Golden Brown, kiss me, only one round. All right, it's time for the news now. So, anybody ever hear of Johnny Carson? You familiar with Johnny Carson, Larry?
Yes, I am.
That's good. I need your voice for this one because it was just released and just uncovered that a sex tape featuring. Excuse me, is my show disturbing you two back there? We could put it on pause.
St. Patrick's Day, relax.
What's going on?
Because Kelly's joining
Kelly
the
wants
show.
to get into the
Oh, nice! Yeah,
yeah.
Corey was adding nothing. Good job, Kelly.
I wasn't somewhere.
Corey wasn't even adding; he was taking away from the show.
Oh
All
gosh.
right,
Patrick's Day, everybody.
this is Kelly O'Keefe O'Shaughnessy. I'm not sure of all your names, but O'Keefe's one of them, right?
Yes.
And what's
Kelly Ann Reed O'Keefe.
Ah, listen to that. You can't get any more
Kelly
Irish
Ann-
than that.
Kelly Ann Mary Reed O'Keefe.
Wow, that is pretty good. So you are 100% Irish except for the Scottish part, right?
Little Scottish, yeah. Little Scottish.
So tell me a little bit about, before I get to news, I'll digress for a little bit and hear some of your Irish stories. Are you grown up? Did you were born and raised in New Jersey?
Born and raised in South Belmar, New Jersey.
Oh, there you
Father
go.
Was the mayor of South Belmar at one point and Grand Marshal of the Belmar South Belmar
there you
St.
go.
Patrick's Day Parade.
Now we're talking.
And I walked in the first ever Belmar South Belmar St. Patrick's Day Parade.
I would love to
with
see
the
some
little
footage
Westie
of that.
dog.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would too.
Oh, you know what I mean?
Like to have less the wrinkles I didn't have.
So there you go.
And I married an Irish guy.
And she got married on St. Patrick's Day.
And
Oh,
I got married
yeah, there you go.
Yes.
Wow.
Yep,
Mhm.
24 years ago.
That's awesome.
I got married when I was 10.
And do your kids have Irish names and everything?
Yes,
Seamus.
I have Terry, Dan, and Jack.
There you go. That's good Irish names for you.
Yeah.
So you are a
They're
good guest to have on here. Thank God we
Thank
got
you.
rid of Corey. We're gonna
I'm
edit this
honored.
out.
I'm
Let's.
honored.
I'm gonna do an extra half hour. You are the. No, I'm gonna edit Corey's part out and just give you extra.
I thought you were saying you're going to edit me out. It's a good thing I can't see it. I don't have my glasses on.
No, that just throws you off anyway. So just go with the flow. So.
And Marianne's behind me.
Yes,
Get
Marianne
over here.
Wade. She is
Get
very
over here,
Irish
Marianne
too.
Wade.
She doesn't want to come on.
Mariana Wade.
She's probably more Irish than me.
Is that possible?
I think so.
Do you have any Scottish or anything but Irishness in it, Mayor?
Mm-mm.
That means no.
Okay, so she should be sitting here.
Oh.
You can trace your
I have Irish, Welsh,
ancestry.
French, Canadian, German.
what?
Yeah, I'm a mutt.
Oh, so all right, we're gonna stick with
That's
Kelly then. So here, you can be my sidekick, Corey.
Okay.
Kelly, perfect
I have a
timing.
question for you, Dennis.
Oh, sure.
Who came first, the Pogues or the Dropkick Murphys?
The Pogues.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Yes. Dropkick Murphys came in the late '90s there, so the Pogues were before
I
that.
have seen the Pogues.
Have you really?
Yes.
There's a lot of
On
great.
St. Patrick's Day, I think.
Wow.
They're good. Seamus, who?
I don't know
Who's
his
the
name.
lead guy? He's a mess. Can't understand anything he says, but are we allowed to curse?
Sure.
The only thing you can understand of his lyrics when he's singing on stage is folk. That's it. So every time he would say folk, I would sing folk.
He's a folk singer.
They're worth seeing once, though. They
Yeah, I would definitely
are, 'cause
like to
they're
see them.
characters.
And Flogging Molly's another great band, Irish band. There's a whole bunch. Black 47,
Who's the
they're going to be
best
coming
Irish
around. U2, I believe, is a Irish band as well.
Forgot about that.
Oh,
Thin Lizzy.
they're Irish too. Oh, all right, but no, all right. So, all right,
It's
let's
an honor to be on the show for St.
Well,
Patrick's Day.
let's do a little news before we run out of time here.
Can I go back to my
no,
couch?
stay here. I
Oh.
need you as my sidekick for the news
Okay.
story. So.
Okay.
Marianne Wade, are you aware that a new sex tape was released starring Johnny Carson? Because I know you're a big fan of Johnny Carson.
There she is.
So,
I nude.
sex tape, a videotape, sex, and him.
sex.
It says with one of his wives because he had 4 wives, so they're being very, concealed about this. It's not out for release that it's being sold to a private investor only. It's not being widely available. So
Would you really want to see
no,
that?
I wouldn't.
No, thank you.
But anyway,
No, thank you.
Larry, do an Ed McMahon joke.
What do you think of that, Ed?
That's some wild, wacky stuff. Say
Yeah,
that,
is he
Larry.
with Ed or?
Like just like with Johnny. I did not know that.
There you go. Every time I say something about Johnny, you say that, Larry. Because a lot of
What
stuff.
do you not want to see?
Bim Scala Bim.
What is really ugly looking sex?
Poor Johnny.
Johnny with his black socks on in 1970 by the pool. So anyway, but this opens up a bunch of other stories that I was not aware of. That at the same time, his wife had an affair with Frank Gifford, and it made Johnny cry. He wept like a baby. He had a private investigator, and he caught them in a hotel room together. And we all know Frank Gifford is married to Kathy Lee Gifford.
Correct.
Yes.
Was this before they were married? Kathy Lee and.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Yeah. So anyway, but the story that I find most interesting was that in 1970, and it was on St. Patrick's Day. We'll just say that to bring it into the story, but it was really in 1970, and Johnny Carson was getting sloshed at this bar in New York City. That's when his show was still being recorded in New York City. It was called Jilly's in Manhattan somewhere. Yeah.
Jilly.
And all the famous stars hung out there. Sinatra and Judy Garland and all these people. And so anyway, he was there one night, and he was hitting on this girl that was there. And he was trying to convince her to go home with him and all this stuff, and he was drunk. And it turns out this girl was the guma of a high-ranking captain in the Gambino or Colombo crime family. Yes. So this guy shows up, and he sees Johnny trying to hit on his girl. So him and his goons grab Johnny, and they throw him down a flight of stairs. They knock him off his bar stool, throw him down a flight of stairs, and they're ready to pummel him. But the owner, Jilly Rizzo, he stepped in and he said, all right, let him go. You know, it's Johnny Carson, right? So he leaves, but this guy is so furious that and it's not his wife, mind you. He's married, and this is his guma.
Guma. Okay, now I get the guma.
Yeah.
Gumas.
Yeah.
Well, the Italians have them.
Yeah. That's what I hear. I'm only 50%, so I get no benefits from either one.
No gumas for you.
So anyway, the guy is so incensed that he still puts a contract out on Johnny's life, and he's going to kill him. So Johnny is like terrified, and he's holed up in his hotel room for 3 days. He misses 3 days of his show. And do you know who covered for him for those 3 days?
No.
Not far.
Frank
Flip
Gifford.
Flip Wilson, Dinah Shore, and Rosie Greer.
Oh, Lord.
I made up all three of those. See how good I am at this? I have no
I
idea.
fall for every single one too. I'm like, oh really?
So, all right. So anyway, they had a contract out on him. So he's like, oh my God, what am I gonna do? I'm staying in this hotel forever. But his agent or somebody made a deal with who was it? I have it written down here. Joseph Colombo. That's who. He made a deal with Joseph Colombo. That Joseph Colombo had this organization where he's trying to promote Italian American society and all this stuff, and to get away from the mafia, even though he's the head of the mafia. At this time, he's trying to get people to think they're nice, social organization that does Toys for Tots and things like that. So he's trying to have this organization, and they're having like a rally, and none of the news channels were coming or anything. So NBC agreed to cover it and go to the event and all this stuff, and Colombo agreed not to kill Johnny Carson. So that was that. And
Not true.
that's all true.
Oh yeah, we
Yeah.
go.
Told him I'm not
So,
that.
all right. So
Johnny's lucky he lived.
yeah.
I guess.
This is my final news story before we have to get back to this. This is a psycho-jealous wife has hacked off her husband's private parts. Again. You say, how is that possible? Well, this woman, Han Zhang, 30, initially sliced off her husband's member when he asked for a divorce,
Remember.
fearing he had another love interest. So she crushed sleeping pills into his drink. She went to work after he passed out and flushed his penis down the toilet before he woke up. What? He slept through this? I didn't even read this part. She
He slept through it.
and
Did he
she
bleed to
really
death?
no, he's perfectly fine. That's how it happened twice. So he slept through it. She got arrested, but she was released on bail, returned home to look after her husband and children. Yeah, that's who you want looking after you. So before the trial. So anyway, 3 months after the assault, she again became angry when he insisted on another separation. So the husband started searching for a woman to act as a stepmother to their kids. And, well, where's the rest of my news story? And then the jealous wife slipped him some more pills. And then this time when he woke up the following morning to find everything had gone.
Oh my God.
She dialed for an ambulance before handing herself into the police. There you go. I hope we've all learned a valuable lesson.
Yeah, like,
Don't go
get
to
rid
sleep.
of that woman.
Yes. So that's it. And we're out of time now. This is Dropkick Murphys playing. You know this song? It's AC/DC. Yes. So anybody lift up their mugs. Anyone's got a mug? Is yours? There we go. Whoa! So that's it. We're done. Now we're going to be playing Amazing Grace, the Dropkick's version of Amazing Grace with the bagpipe and drum. As my sound man just calling me, we're late and we got to get moving. So, all right. Thanks everyone to come on the show. Hope you had a good time. Happy St. Patrick's Day. Top of the morning. Woo! See you next week.
That was fun.
Right on, brother.
Because it's going to get